another lawn clippings video from Lawn Fawn. Today we are making some quick and easy holiday tags that are really great for mass producing. We're going to be using Winter Bunny and Winter Fox, which are two of our little mini holiday sets that are just so much fun to use. So we're going to be making a tag that is 4 inches by 2 inches wide. And you can use any kind of blue pattern paper for this. It doesn't even have to be holiday paper because it's going to look really holiday once we add everything else on there. So use any kind of blue pattern paper that you might have. And then right there you can see the tag I already made. And how I made it was by going over and making marks a 1/2 inch in from the side and from the top to create those diagonal lines. Now once you have your template made, the easiest thing to do is to trim a bunch of 4 inch by 2 inch pieces of pattern paper, and you can kind of layer them on top of each other and then put the template on it and just use the template as your guide for cutting. So right there you can see me kind of making what it would have been like to make the original, but here is what it's like to layer them. So you just kind of stack them together and make that cut. And this makes it really, really easy for mass producing and creating a lot of these really quickly, is to use that as a template. And then right now you'll see that I already had the hole punch too, so I thought, oh, that'll make it even easier. I'm just going to use that and mark the little center of the hole so I can use my hole punch really easily. And you're going to see that I have this giant crocodile that I'm using because I actually for some reason don't have a smaller hole punch. But really any hole punch or circle punch that you have will be perfect for this. It'll look really, really, really great. So the next thing we're going to do is stamp out Winter Bunny. Now depending on how many of you are going to make of these, I would stamp out all of the Winter Bunnies at once. It would make things go a lot faster to kind of repeat one task over and over again. And I'm doing some super simple coloring with this. I'm just doing one shade, no shading, just one color. Any color pencils or markers would do for that. It makes it really easy to make a lot of little Winter Bunnies that way. Right now I'm kind of freehand drawing a little snow hill here out of a 4 inch wide piece of white cardstock. You could also just freehand cut it if you wanted, but I wanted to kind of draw it out just so I could see what it would look like. Now just like the tag, you're going to want to use this snowbank as a template too. So you're going to see I'm just erasing my pencil marks, and then I'm also going to measure the height there on the side just with a little tick mark so I know where to cut it. Now I'm not worried about cutting it perfectly because once I adhere it down, I'm going to just trim along the sides of the tag. I think when I'm mass producing, that's easier for me to do than trying to cut everything perfectly. So right now you're going to see me use the snowbank just as a little template again, just like the first tag part. That way you could cut lots of snowbanks at once. And I just used some quick dry adhesive runner, tape runner stuff there to adhere it down. Any kind of glue would work though. And just made it really easy that way. And now I'm just going to go ahead and trim all around the sides of the card. Now another way that I made this go really quickly, and you can see up in the corner there and you'll see him in a second, is I cut with a really wide white border around Winter Bunny versus trying to fussy cut everything. This is a lot faster way of cutting, and it actually really looks like an expensive kind of little embellishment from the store. So I just used some dry tape runner again and just adhered Winter Bunny down on his little snowy hill. And then right now I'm stamping the sentiment from Winter Fox in some black ink straight on the tag. Super easy and super cute. So right now for the back of the tag, I'm using our set Just My Type 2 that has a to and from in it. And I mounted them both on the same acrylic block so that I could stamp the to and from really quickly on a lot of different projects. Next thing I'm going to do is stamp the little colon from the set. You could even leave this part out if you wanted to make it go by even faster. So what's really great about stamping the to and from at the top is that there's actually space down there to write a little message, which is really great. So right now I'm using some baker's twine as my sort of little ribbon here in this tag. You could use any ribbon that you had or any kind of twine that you had. I like the red because it matches the color that I colored his scarf in, which I think looks really cute. And right now I'm just going to trim off the twine so that I'm ready to add it to any gift bag or present that I may have. Right now I have some Stickles glitter glue, and I'm just going along the snowbank, and I'm going to also glitter in Winter Bunny's scarf. Now this is definitely the last step you want to do in your mass production because it takes a little bit of time to dry. But the great thing about Stickles is it really adds some really fun holiday elements to it, and it makes it look a little even more custom and kind of handmade and special when you add it on there, because there's just something about glitter in the holidays that just looks fantastic. So this tag tag is super easy. You could even translate this card to an idea. And you're going to see now that I have in super speed motion me going through the, making the tag one more time. So you can see how quickly this could go by, especially if you had all of your pieces done, and you could do your coloring in front of a really great holiday movie and really have a fun time with it. And so I just love the idea of making a lot of these little tags so you have them all on hand for whenever you're going to send a holiday present, because this will work for the entire winter season, which is really fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!